Hey students, happy Wednesday. I hope everybody's doing well. I have my sweetgrass right here next to me. It smells so wonderful. Did families get sweetgrass too? In the mail, I got this from Indian Community School, and it was honoring ICS staff. Oh, it says, as a member, it's backwards too. As a member of our staff, please accept this gift of sweetgrass, which is one of our most cherished medicines, from the ICS Board of Directors. And on the back it has more about the traditional uses of sweetgrass as medicine. And it says, traditionally, sweetgrass has been used by Native people for smudging, purifying, healing, prayer, and is often given as a gift of goodwill. We consider it one of the most sacred of all our plant medicines, and we teach our students that sweetgrass is one of the main four medicines, including tobacco, sage, and cedar. Sweetgrass is typically harvested during the month of August and is gathered in tribal communities in northern parts of the U.S. and throughout Canada. Once gathered, it is usually braided and tied at both ends. Its green color may fade over time, but its sweet aroma is unmistakable, and it will keep its fragrance for years. It does. My house smells so wonderful right now, like sweetgrass. Sweetgrass is often burned at the beginning of a prayer or ceremony to create a welcoming space and to help us center our minds. That's what I'm trying to do right now, center my mind so I can focus on our lesson for today. When burned, sweetgrass braids smolder and do not produce an open flame. Whether burned or not, sweetgrass is attractive to our sense of smell and sight, and our beliefs are that it is attractive to the spirit as well. In many of our tribal communities, sweetgrass is woven into beautiful baskets and jewelry, or tied in a hoop and used for dancing. Other uses and understandings about sweetgrass. Sweetgrass is sometimes used in pipe ceremonies and mixed with tobacco, red willow, and bearberry. Sweetgrass can be used to make tea and is brewed for coughs, sore throats, infections, and for women after childbirth. Our beliefs are that sweetgrass plants offer us their life so that we have medicine for prayers and cleaning. When we are still and in prayer, the sweetgrass scent helps us center ourselves. Our elders tell us that the spirits like the aroma produced when we use sacred medicine such as sweetgrass, and they feel respected and honored. Sweetgrass is medicine that helps clear our minds and prepares us to participate in a good way. It also cleanses negative energy and troubled feelings. It seems perfect for right now. Here's my little picture on the front, sweetgrass. So I am trying to center my mind and stay focused on the lessons for today. So let's take a look. Yesterday, we wrote that list poem inspired by Timothy's poem about when his counselor asked him how he's feeling. And here is my list poem from yesterday. So the first thing that I did, I kind of made a list of all of the things that I was feeling, and then I turned it into a poem. You can read Mrs. Ashes in your assignment for today in Google Classroom. So after we read today, so today we are reading part 9. And today I want to talk a little bit about point of view. So House Arrest is written from Timothy's point of view. He's going through this troubling time with his mom and his brother. His dad has left. His brother is really sick. His mom is overworked and worried and super busy all the time and worried about not only Levi, her sick son, but also her other son who is on house arrest because he got into some trouble, even though he has a good heart. So there's we're getting all of Timothy's perspective, his point of view on what's happening in the story. And today I want to think about how that point of view would change and how the story would be different if it was told from somebody else's point of view. So again, I want you to think about another character in the book. And it doesn't have to be the same character that you've been thinking about. My first 2 poems that I wrote were from about James and that minor character James. But today you can choose any of the other minor characters. It could be mom, it could be dad, it could be the baby, Levi. Levi has a lot going on too. It could be James, it could be Mrs. B, it could be Jose, Timothy's friend across the street. It could be any of the minor characters. But think about this story and how it would change. So I'm not going to write from James's perspective today, even though I've been writing about him. Today I'm thinking about Timothy's mom. And if Timothy's mom were telling this story and it was from her point of view, we would get a whole different perspective and the story would be completely different. So here's my notebook page today. And I think I'm going to recycle. You don't have to do this. You can write any perspective you want. You can start it however you want. But we talked about that how are you feeling list poem yesterday. Today I'm going to rewrite that how are you feeling list poem, but I'm going to do it from mom's perspective and try to focus on how she's feeling and what she's going through and all of her anxiety and joys and all of that sort of thing. So today I want you to choose a character and I want you to write a poem from their perspective and think about how the story that we've been listening to, House Arrest, how that point of view makes a huge difference and how the story would change. Be ready to share tomorrow. I can't wait to hear.